Okay, students, now let us practice some numericals related to interference and diffraction phenomena. So, we are going to solve some board questions. So, first question we have taken from 2019 paper. Two wavelengths of sodium light, 590 and 596 nanometer, are used to study diffraction at a single slit. Aperture value this. Distance between slit and screen is this. Calculate separation between positions of first maximum in two cases. So first of all, we should write the formula for the displacement of first maximum. So first maximum is 3 lambda d by 2d. How it has come? It has come from the formula 2n plus 1 lambda, general formula 2n plus 1 lambda d by 2d for maximum. Okay, you have to put n equal to 1 for first. Now in the sets it may vary, like second maximum if it is asked, you have to put n equal to 2. So just now I am solving for first maximum. Okay, first maximum, so put n equal to 1, it will become 3. So 3 lambda d by 2d is the displacement formula. Now what are the datas? Aperture is small d. Capital D means distance between slit and screen, 1.5. All should be in meter only. And lambdas are 2. First lambda is 590 nano. Nano means 10 raised to power minus 9. Second lambda is 596 nano. Okay, this way we have converted all the datas in meter. Now we have to calculate the separation between the positions of this and this. So suppose from the center, for the first wavelength, first maxima is obtained here, and for the second wavelength the first maxima is obtained here. So this separation we have to calculate. So we have to do subtraction of two displacements. Which two displacements? These are both first. This is first maxima, this is also first maxima, but this is for lambda 1 wavelength and this is for lambda 2 wavelength. So we can just mention some names. I am writing it in suffix. Now, what are the differences? Whichever lambda is greater, that I will write. So, lambda 2 and lambda 1. So, before substituting, let us take common. So, if we take common, 3d by 2d will come common, and lambda 2 minus lambda 1 difference only we have to put here. 3 capital D is 1.5, 2 small d is 2 into 10 raised to power minus 6, lambda 2 minus lambda 1, 596 minus 590, 10 raised to power minus 9 is the nano term. Solving this term we are getting 6.75 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meter separation. So this way main thing is that here what are we putting the correct formula of displacement or not, that we need to ensure here. Let us move to next question. It is from paper 2015. It is about interference. Young's setup. In Young's setup, capital D, small d is given. Two wavelengths are given. First question is calculate distance of third bright fringe for lambda 600 nanometer. So first of all, part first is similar only. We should know third bright's displacement formula. So bright in the interference means n lambda d by d formula. Third bright means 3 lambda d by d. N equal to 3 is to be substituted. Now to calculate this third bright's displacement, we have to put all the values. The solution, 3 lambda, whichever lambda is asked, 600 nanometer, nano means 10 raised to power minus 9. Capital D is 1 and small d is 1.5 millimeter. That means 1.5 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meter. Substitute and solve the value. This way the answer will come. Now second part is little different. Let us understand the meaning of the second part. Question is least distance we have to calculate from the central maxima where bright fringes due to both wavelengths coincide. Now this is an important question. Least distance from the central maxima where bright fringes due to both wavelengths coincide. So first of all, this is the formula for the displacement of the bright fringe. Okay. Now for first wavelength, suppose nth fringe is appearing. So for second wavelength, lambda 2 should be substituted. Other all data, capital D and small d are same. Now if here some number should appear, consecutive number, so what number should appear here? So you see, lambda 1 is greater and lambda 2 is smaller, and this product should remain same. Okay, because the two brights should coincide. Okay, so whatever is the displacement from the center of the screen of any bright fringe due to one wavelength, there only, that means at the same displacement, due to second wavelength the bright should appear. So here I have to put some number in terms of n. So what should be put here? So you see now, lambda 1 is greater, so n will be smaller. So here lambda 2 is smaller, so I have to put here n plus 1. Okay, this way I need to put the formula. Now equating the two, capital D and small d are cancelling, and we have to solve. Lambda 1 is 800 nanometer, n plus 1, lambda 2 is 600 nanometer. So take care that with smaller wavelength you have to keep greater number. So smaller wavelength put greater number, larger wavelength put smaller number, this way. So n will come. Now nanometer are cancelling, 0 zeros are cancelling, 8 and 6 are also cancelling. So 4n and here 3 will become. So n plus 1 into 3. So 3n plus 3 equal to 4n. So n equal to 3. So that means the answer is third number, third bright fringe. Now we have to calculate its distance from the central maxima. So n equal to 3 has come, like I am taking this formula. I have to find this displacement only. Now circle this part. So y third we have to calculate. So n3 I have to substitute here. Lambda 1 only I have to substitute here. So lambda 1 is 800. Okay. Substituting the values. So 3 lambda 1 800 into 10 raised to power minus 9. Capital D is 1. Now don't cancel these things. Huh? Small, this completely is to be substituted. Small d is 1.5 into 10 raised to power minus 3. Now 10 power is solved. 1.5 को हम लिख सकते हैं 3/2, so that this 3 is cancelled. 800 into 2 is 1600. 10 raised to power minus 6. Okay, this way we solve the question. Let us move to next question. The interference question in terms of intensity, that is also asked. So first of all we need a new intensity formula in terms of phi. Let us understand the derivation, then we will apply it in this question. This question is from board paper 2016. We know that I intensity is I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2 cos phi. If both the input waves have same intensity, that means same amplitude, so I plus 2 I cos phi, 2I is this. Now 2I common, 1 plus cos phi. Cos phi we can break as 2 cos square phi by 2 minus 1. For this the formula is this complete. Minus 1 plus 1 cancel. So finally 4I cos square phi by 2 is the formula of intensity resultant. We can write it resultant intensity. Okay, so this is 4I. So when input intensity is I, then the resultant or output intensity is this. So we can remember this formula, output and input. This way we can remember the formula. Now note down this step. I am removing this step. Now I am coming to the question. For the formula, I output equal to 4I input cos square phi by 2. This way we can remember the formula. Now the intensity at the central maxima in the Young's experiment is I0. So you see now here input wave intensity is not given. Okay, input wave intensity is not given, but the intensity output of the central maxima is given. So first of all we will talk about the central maxima. So first of all for the central maxima, phi is 0. Phase difference between the or path difference between the two waves reaching at center is 0. So we have to put it here. So output intensity of central maxima is 4I cos 0. Cos 0 becomes 1. So this is the answer. So we have to call it I0 only. Okay, so I0 is equal to 4II. This you have to remember. Now we have to calculate the intensities at other points where the path differences are these values given. So first path difference is lambda by 6. Now when the path difference is given, we have to calculate the phase difference. Then we have to apply the formula. Okay. Formula for the phase difference and path difference connection is 2 pi by lambda path difference. So phase difference चाहिए, इसलिए हम path difference यानी lambda by 6 put करेंगे. So 2 pi by lambda, lambda by 6. Both lambdas are cancelled. The answer is coming pi by 3. Okay. Pi by 3 means 60 degree. In this formula, cos square 5 by 2, that means 60 by 2, 30 degree. Now cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2 means 3 by 4 will come. 4 means will come. Now we have to find the final answer in terms of I0 only. So 4 I have to write I0. So the final answer is 3 by 4 I0. Now come to the second case. Path difference is lambda by 4. So 5 means 2 pi by lambda path difference. Lambda cancel, 2 will cancel. 5 is coming, pi by 2 means 90 degree. Now cos 90 is 0. So this will come 0. Acha, 5 by 2 we have to put, no? Okay. So 4 I cos square 90 by 2. 5 is 90. 90 by 2 we have to put. 90 by 2 is 45 degree. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So square means 1 by 2 it will become. So 4 I 1 by 2. 4 I have to call what? I0. So it will become I0 by 2. So what is the change in this question? Here input intensity was not given. Otherwise we would have written all the answers in input intensity only. Here central maxima intensity was given I0. So 4 I we have to call I0 everywhere. So wherever 4 I is coming, we have to call it I0. 4 I means I0. In the same manner, you can solve the third step. Path difference is lambda by 3. So 5 is 2 pi by lambda by 3. 2 pi by 3 is 120 degree. So I output will become 4 I cos square 5 by 2. That means 60 degree. Solution 120 degree. Let us substitute in this cos square formula. 4 I cos square 120 by 2 means 60 degree. Cos 60 is half. So 1 by 4 it will become. And 4 I have to call I0. So I0 by 4. In exam it can come in form of K also. That the central maxima intensity is K. So find all the answers. So 3 by 4 K, K by 2, K by 4. That way any name can come or any symbol can come for central maxima. So this way the question is to be solved. Now this is the NCERT's question number 10.4. Here we will understand how to take the difference of two types of fringes. So in Young's double slit setup, the slits are separated by 0.28 millimeter. So D distance is 0.28, milli means 10 raised to power minus 3. This is small d distance, slit distance. Now screen distance is 1.4. Okay, so capital D is screen distance. That is 1.4 written. It is already in meter. Now the question is the distance between the central bright fringe and the fourth bright fringe is 1.2 centimeter. So there can be any two fringes given in the question. So central bright fringe, you know that it is already at the center of the screen. So central bright fringe displacement is 0. And then second, fourth bright fringe is given. Now fourth bright fringe means the formula is 4 lambda d by d for the displacement. Okay, so this way it is. So the distance between these two fringes position, central bright and fourth bright, that distance or that gap between the two is given 1.2 centimeter. So we have to write here 1.2 centimeter is 10 raised to power minus 2. So this is bright fringe position, central bright, and this is fourth bright fringe position. We have to subtract the two and we have to equate it to 1.2 centimeter. Centi we have converted as 10 raised to power minus 2. Now you know 4 lambda d by d is the formula coming. question is calculate the wavelength. Lambda we have to calculate. Okay, so we will put all the values. So 4, this is 4 written. 4, lambda not given, capital D substituted and small d is also substituted. 0.28 into 10 raised to power minus 3 and equal to 1.2. Here point removed 100, here point removed 10. 1 0 cancelled. 14 with 28 2 and 2 with this 4 cancelled 2. Finally this equation remaining and lambda answer is coming 0.6 into 10 raised to power minus 6 meter. We have solved it in SI unit. Note down, this is a different kind of question. In Young's double slit setup, the width of the fringes obtained for lambda this is 2 mm. Fringe width is given for some lambda 2 mm. Calculate the fringe width if the entire apparatus is immersed in a liquid of mu this. So you can see we have now the setup of Young's setup for interference. It is dipped in a liquid and liquid's refractive index mu is also given. So we have to see that does the fringe width depend upon the liquid also, that means the surrounding medium also. So here we have written the fringe width formula. In air we know that fringe width beta A. This formula is lambda d by d, we already know if the apparatus is in air. But if the apparatus is in liquid, out of these three factors which may change. So you see for the setup, no, these things capital D and small d, these are the distances that are fixed only. What can change? That is lambda, wavelength. What happens to wavelength when the light enters from one medium to another? So wavelength is decreased by mu. That means by the fraction mu. So the new wavelength here means light's wavelength here in any liquid, it becomes lambda by mu. Okay, so because this fringe width in air is already given 2 millimeter. So here also this thing, if we separate, lambda d by d is 2 millimeter only and only mu we have to divide. Mu value is given in the question 1.33. So this way we have to get the answer. It will come approximately 1.5 mm. So this is the new fringe width. Okay. Here is a completely different question. This has come in the board sample paper. In the Young's double slit setup, this is the diagram given. If SS2 minus SS1 is equal to lambda by 4, then find the conditions of maxima and minima. Okay, so this is a conceptual question. It is not a numerical. So we have this thing given that the source S, okay, it is little far from S2 slit and it is little close to S1 slit. Okay, otherwise what should happen in the general method, that the source should be just in between. The source should be just at equal distance from S2 also, from S1 also. So at least here there is no path difference between the waves. So how to solve the conditions of the maxima and minima? So as you already know that we first of all take a random point. One wave reaches from S1, another wave reaches from S2. So this S2P minus S1P is the path difference. Okay, S1P minus S2P is the path difference. Its formula we already have derived. This we will be using directly. So how the X formula is related to the displacement? So this way it is. This formula we have already derived. That path difference is related to the displacement. Path difference between the two waves is related to the displacement of the fringe by this formula. Yn small d upon capital D is the path difference. Okay, this is already there. Now what he is saying in the question, SS2 and SS1 are already different. We have even assumed that SS1 and SS2 are same. So what is the path difference now between the waves which are reaching at P point? So it is this way. The wave which is coming through S2. So it will travel this distance and this distance. So SS2 plus S2P. This distance it will cover. And the wave which is coming from S1 slit, it will cover SS1 distance and S1P distance. So whatever is the डिफरेंस गैप बिटवीन द टू पाथ्स, ये पाथ छोटा है और ये पाथ बड़ा है, इन दोनों में टोटल डिफरेंस कितना बन रहा है, दैट वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट. So this is the effective path difference. Okay. So according to our rules, this effective path difference, if it is equal to n lambda, then maxima. So let us write here the values. SS2 and minus SS1 we will separate this way, and S2P minus S1P we will separate. Okay, so SS2 minus SS1 is already given in the question, lambda by 4, and S2P minus S1P, that is yn d by capital D. These all values we will write down. Now our yn d by D, we will keep it. This lambda by 4 we will shift that side. So this way the condition of maxima is prepared. In the same manner for minima, this whole thing, lambda by 4 plus yn d by D, this we have to equate with what we know about minima. Like for maxima, we put the effective path difference n lambda. In the same manner for minima, we put the effective path difference 2n minus 1 lambda by 2. So these two equations are the answers of conditions of maximas and minimas now. Okay, we can keep it as it is or we can solve one more step after that. So these are the two answers of maximas and minimas. Again we have a question from board paper 2014. This is a very interesting question. The ratio of maxima and minima is equal to 9:25 given in the Young's setup. Okay, ratio of intensity of maxima and minima. Intensities of maxima and minima. Okay, so intensity of maxima and intensity of minima, we know that it is Ka max square, Ka min square. K cancelled. A max is A1 plus A2, so square. Ka min is A1 minus A2 square, where A1 is the amplitude of first wave, A2 is the amplitude of the second wave. Now this ratio is given 9:25. First of all, let us take the root. So A1 plus A2, A1 minus A2, it is 3/5. Using this equation, we have to solve A1 and A2's relation. Why A1 A2 relation we need to solve? Because the question is find the ratio of the width of the slits. So it's this way. The two slits S1 and S2. Okay. First wave is coming A1 amplitude, second wave is coming through second slit of A2 amplitude. So how the width and amplitudes are related? So this is the connection. Width of 1 and 2 slit is equal to A1 upon A2 square. So that means we want this A1 upon A2 ratio so that we can get this width ratio. For making the ratio here, we can divide the whole numerator and denominator by A2. So I am dividing the whole numerator by A2. So A1 upon A2 will come. Here A2 upon A2 will become 1. Here also A1 upon A2 minus 1, 3/5. Okay. We have divided what? By A2. Both the sides. Now considering A1 upon A2 as x. This equation we have to solve. If we cross multiply and solve it for x, x means our A1 upon A2, it is coming 4. So since A1 upon A2 is coming 4, so width ratio will become 4/1 square. That means the answer is 16:1. Okay, so this way you have to solve the width question, width ratio. Okay. Now we have a question from NCERT. This is also explaining you one concept. So let us understand. First of all, in Young's double slit setup. Okay, so this is our double slit setup, S1 and S2, and this is the screen, and here it is the source. In this setup, two slits are 1 millimeter apart. So the slit distance between the two slits we denote by small d, that is given 1 millimeter or 10⁻³ meter. Now first question is which phenomena we observe on the screen if one of the slit is closed. So you see, if one of the slit is closed, then it is a single slit experiment, so it is now diffraction. So the answer is diffraction. With the single slit, what do we observe on the screen? We observe diffraction. With the double slit, we were observing the interference. Okay, and if one of the slit is closed, we observe the diffraction. After that, the second question is, we have to calculate something. So what is that calculation? It is written, what should be the width of each slit? Okay, like one of the slit is not present. The width of each slit. Suppose if I call it D dash. Okay, I cannot call it D now. So the distance between the two slits in interference is small d, and here the width of each slit in diffraction pattern I am calling it, suppose D dash. I was calling it till now D only. Suppose it is D dash. To obtain 10 maxima of double slit pattern within the central maxima of single slit pattern. So just understand, single slit means diffraction and double slit means interference. Okay, now what we have to see, we have to take of central maxima of the single slit pattern. So there is a maxima obtained of the single slit pattern. So in this maxima, 10 maximas of double slit pattern should adjust this way. So what we have to do, this width and this width we have to equate. So what is the width of central maxima of diffraction? It is 2 lambda d by d. Okay, here d should be the width of the slit. So width of the slit I have assumed d dash, that I am putting here. Now in this 10 maximas should come. So what is the position of the 10th maxima? By the formula n lambda d by d, the displacement formula. Here I have to put, means this is for the bright, the displacement formula. N I have to put 10 now. Okay, this has come from interference. So from this double slit means interference 10, and width of each maxima is lambda d by d. This we have to equate. So in one central maxima of diffraction, 10 maximas of interference should adjust. So in one central maxima of diffraction, one central maxima width is what? 2 lambda d by d. Here I have put it d dash, because width of each slit I have assumed d dash. And here 10 widths should come. So each width is lambda d by d. 10 means 10 lambda d by d. Now you can see lambdas are cancelling. Okay, capital D also cancelling. Now we want what? What should be the width of each slit? That means d dash is required. So let us do cross multiplication. 2d equal to 10d dash. So 5d dash equal to d. So d dash equal to d by 5. Are we given the d slits distances between the two slits? That is given 1 mm or 10 raised to power minus 3 mm, minus 3 meter. This is given. So this we will put and we'll get the value. So 1 by 5 is 0.2 and 10 raised to power minus 3. Okay, so note down this type of question. Okay students, now let us do some numericals related to microscope and telescope. We have a first question. The focal length of objective and eyepiece of microscope are 1.25 cm and 5 cm. Okay, so for all telescope microscope questions, generally the two focal lengths are given. So let us write FO and FE, focal length of objective and eyepiece, whatever values are given. Now the question is, find the position of the object relative to objective lens. So you can see that the microscope diagram, in that we have first lens objective and second lens eyepiece. Okay. Now we have to find the position of the object with respect to objective lens. So we will call it what? UO. Object distance we always denote by U symbol, and because we are talking about objective side, so we will call it UO. Now let us see what help is given to us. So in order to obtain the angular magnification equal to 30 in normal adjustment. So first of all, we need to know the formula of magnification. So which case is this? This case is normal adjustment. Now in the theory it has been already told to you, normal adjustment means infinite case, image at infinite, final image at infinite. Okay, remember this point. Normal adjustment means infinite case. Now we need to write the magnification formula of infinite case. So VO upon UO, D upon FE. This is the formula of infinite case magnification. Now it is given already 30. Let us put all that other datas. VO, UO are not given. D, capital D is always 25 centimeter. This is the least distance of distinct vision. For all the numericals of telescope, microscope, capital D you have to use 25 centimeter. And one more thing, that these lenses questions we keep the distances in centimeter only generally. So let us remain all the distances in centimeter. Now FE, it is 5. This is 30. Now let us start cancelling. So if we cancel 5 and 25, 5 5s are 25 and it will be divided by 30. So 30 by 5 will come 6. This way VO upon UO is equal to 6. So we have got a relation between VO and UO. So VO is 6 times of UO. Now suppose I assume UO. Okay, UO means object distance x. So VO is 6x. This way. Okay, but sign conventions also we should apply when we solve it further. So you see now, we have got one relation of V and U only we have to solve. And help is that FO is given. So whenever V, U and F, in this, if any one thing is missing, we use always the Lenz equation. So we will write next step is Lenz equation, minus 1 by U plus 1 by V equal to 1 by F. And because we are talking about objective lenses distances, so everywhere O should be substituted. Now we will substitute the values with this proper sign conventions. So object distance is always negative, put it minus x. Okay, and VO, image is formed on this side. Okay, VO image, and image value is from this relation, image value is coming 6x, so it is positive 6x. Okay, because this side object is there, opposite side image is there. So object side distances are negative. So this will be positive. Let us put in this formula now. So minus 1 by U plus 1 by V equal to 1 by F. 1 by FO, FO is 1.25 already given. Here minus minus is cancelling. 6x is the LCM. So 6 plus 1, 7. This way it will come, and we need to solve now this x by cross multiplication.